Hi guys, welcome back once again. How have we been doing? In this video, we'll be looking at how to protect our worksheets and workbook. We'll also look at how we can share our workbook with other people. Now let's check this out. So if you are visiting this page for the very first time, the channel, do well to hit that subscribe button so as not to miss out from the videos that will be coming next after this. And the first thing we're going to look at is how to protect our sheet. We have a workbook here with different sheets, up to 6 sheets now. This particular data, I think we worked with it when we were looking at how to link workbooks together. So is it how to link workbook or consolidation? One of those videos. So let's just fire on. Let's assume I want to lock just this sheet, such that anyone that has the file would not be able to access it only if they have the password to it. Maybe because you have sensitive data in it that you don't want anybody to see, only some specific people. To do this, just go to your review tab. Inside your review tab, you'll see in the protect group, you'll see the command protect sheet. Since I only want to lock the sheet, I would hit protect sheet. Then when I hit protect, you can see password to unprotect sheet. So let's use 1 2 3 4 5 as our password. Then we have other options here of what you want the user or whoever would have access to the sheet to do. Do you want to allow the users to select lock cells, select unlock cells, format cells, down to edit scenarios? So it depends on what you want the person to do. What you don't want the person to do, you would uncheck it. So the person that you'll be sharing this with would not have access to do that. But I'll leave all this checked and I'm going to hit OK. Then we enter password 1 2 3 4 5. And I'm going to hit OK. Also, so you can see this. So if I send this file to somebody, the person will not be able to access it unless that person has that password to unlock the sheet. So for protect workbook too, you don't forget a workbook is a combination of sheets. All these sheets here forms a workbook. So what if I want to lock the whole workbook? Here you can see protect workbook. I'll click here protect workbook and put password 1 2 3 4 5. I'm putting the password. Do you want to also protect the structure of the workbook? This checked. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to reconfirm it 1 2 3 4 5. And you can see we have instruction. If you lose or forget the password, it cannot be recovered. So it's advisable that you keep a list of passwords and their corresponding workbooks and sheet names in a safe place. So I'm going to hit OK, and this has been locked. So if I'm going to send this to somebody now, the person would have access to it only if he or she has the password. Now, including myself. Another way you can also lock the workbook is by going to your backstage view of Excel and come to info. But let's go back. Since I already locked it, now I'm going to just save this and I would close it and try to reopen. So I'm going to try to reopen it again. I'm trying to reopen it. So I'm trying to reopen it, the data. Can you see that we have is requesting for the password? So I'm going to put 1 2 3 4 5 as the password, and I'm going to hit it. That is the only time this workbook will be opened. This is how you protect your worksheet and your workbook. Another way you can, like I said, you go to the backstage view to protect your workbook. In your info command, you'd see other options. You can see protect workbook. You can see a password is required to open this workbook. If I click on this password to require, drop down, you can see this has been encrypted with password. That's why this is like this. You can see the border of this padlock. It shows that place has been encrypted with password. Do you want to protect the current sheet or you want to protect workbook structure? By protecting workbook structure, it means that no sheet will be added. It's the same way that you sent it. That's the same way to be. Nothing will be added to be removed from it. Or you want to restrict access to some people or add a digital signature or mark as final, whatever you want to do. Currently is on encrypted password. So you need that password. To remove that password that you've put, you can just delete all this and hit OK. If you want to remove the password finally, so that anybody can have access to it, that's how you do that. So this is how you protect your workbook and your worksheet. So what if I want to share? Is it that you come here and click on share, or you go back to that same backstage view of Microsoft Excel and you see the option for share. I'm going to click on share. Do you want to share with people to share with people or to generate link for it, you have to save to the cloud, or you want to share via email. Now I'm not going to show us this. I'm not going to do this because I don't have Outlook. For you to do this, you need to have Outlook account, Outlook mail, but I don't have, and I don't want to create one. So I'm going to just let's look at this together, the share with people. So you have to save this to cloud. You have to be connected to the internet for you to be able to share or upload your work on the cloud for generating the link. So I'm going to come here and I would hit OneDrive personal. So OneDrive personal, and I want it to be here. So the moment I hit on this, I have one of it here already, so I'm just going to rename this to probably, yeah, just put something to differentiate it from the one I have here. Then you can see authors. You want to add someone, you can also add another person to this file. If you want to add another person, you can add the person's name. So I don't have anybody I want to add now, so I'm just going to leave that. You want to add a tag, you want to add a title to it. Now we have one option here, browser view option. Just in case maybe you work on a project and you like to share to the public, and you want to generate a link that public can click on and they would see it on the browser. You can do that. So browser view option, so you can restrict them to see just one part of your workbook, maybe just a single sheet. It's currently showing entire workbook, but I don't want them to see the entire workbook. Also, if I'm sending it to not to see the entire workbook, I'll click on the jump button and you can see sheets and items in the workbook. If I hit sheet, you can see currently all sheets are checked. If I uncheck all and check just this sheet 1, it means that every other thing in other cells would not be seen. I mean, in other sheet, not other cells now, in other sheets would not be seen. Just only the details in sheet 1 would be displayed to whosoever has access to the link. And I'm going to hit OK. Right? Then what else? Do you want to save as thumbnail? Then I think I'm okay with this. I'll just hit save. So I'm waiting for it. The moment I hit save, now go back and you see this share button here. Click on the drop down button and you can see share, you can see copy link. I'm going to click copy link. The moment I click copy link, it's going to help me generate that link now so that I can share it to if I want to share it to. So you can see the link here is here. Anyone with the link can edit. You can also specify if the person with the link should not edit too. I'll click on this, then it brings other options like you can see can edit or can just view. So the person cannot make any changes, to just person will just view. So I'll leave it at can edit. And if you don't want, currently you're seeing it's on anyone. That means anyone with link doesn't require to sign in. But if you want specific people, click here and you can specify who you want to see this. Then we have set expiration date. You set when that when that link would expire. So I'm going to leave it at anyone. Then can edit. I want this one to be like this. If you also want to set a password, but you can see this is tight, means it's maybe it requires a premium subscription or not, or something like that. And I'm going to hit apply. When I hit apply, it generates a shareable link. Then I can now copy it. And let's see what happens if we paste this link on our browser. So I would go back to my browser, and I would Ctrl V to paste it, then hit enter. So let's see what happens. It would get the result. So can you see now that we have the data here? Can you see the data? This is how you generate links from your uploaded Excel files on the drive on the cloud. So I'm going back to Excel. Then let's go back and see other options. So we have share, we have manage access. Now when I hit manage access, so I can, it's trying to connect. Waiting for it to connect. So make sure you're online and signed in. Yeah, editing. So anyone with the link can, anyone with an edit link, anything you want to do. I'm currently the one editing now. That's because I've shared this work already. Go back. So let's see also share. It's trying to connect. Yeah, for share, you want to invite people that can edit. You want to add additional message to that. You want them to automatically share. I mean, you want the whatever changes. That's if you give them access to edit. So do you want whatever changes that they want to make on that work, do you want to be asked, or just allow them do it, or never share the changes? So that's just all on that. So I'll just show you how to protect your worksheets, your workbook, and to share your work. Also generate links from it. As usual, don't forget to practice. It is that practicing that bets perfection. I know to get to that point it becomes overwhelming. It becomes you'd get to that point where you just get choked up a lot of things, but don't stop practicing. Don't stop learning. The best investment you can ever give to yourself or ever have is upskilling yourself, investing in yourself. We meet in our next video. Do well to practice. Bye.